Hello everybody and welcome back to another skin splash art review. In today's splash art review, we've got God King Darius. I don't know if they changed their name, they probably have, because they do that when it's a mythic. So I know it's not God King and no, both of them being God Kings, but it is essentially God King Darius and God King Garen, just mythic variants. So there is a lot to talk about. This splash art's really big. It's not going to be on the, it's not, I think, yeah, it's not fitting the entire screen. So you are missing out on some of the amazing thing. Actually, hang on, let me see if I can, that might be way better. Maybe, let me just adjust it a bit more. Perfect, there you go, you got the entire splash art now. Right, so, there's some cool things I want to mention. I'll start off with Darius and I'll move on to Garen. So, Darius, obviously, I think most people like Darius's version better. There might be some people that like Garen, but as far as I know, most of my friends like Darius's version a lot more. I can agree only because I really like the scythe he's got. His big battle axe has turned into like a massive axe, and it's obviously got the dragon's head, not dragons, his wolf head that he's got. He's obviously the wolf and Garen's the lion, but here it's like a demonic demonic wolf and demonic lion. So obviously it's spitting out its tongue and or maybe fire or whatever, and it's become this massive hot blade, looking really nice. Obviously it connects up here. It's a massive axe. They look like giants. And then he's got his gloves, his red gloves, obviously being his I think he's like a Lancer or something. I think that's what his skin's called. Lancer Darius or something. Something with an L. Obviously he's I want to mention a nice cool thing now. Yeah, I'll mention it now because it'll fit with the rest of the video. So if you don't remember if you're new and you don't remember what God King Darius and Garen look like, essentially in the mythic variants, what they've done, which is kind of nice, instead of just like making a complete change and making it a chroma variant, they've actually changed the roles of God King Garen and God King Darius. No longer is Garen the good guy, and no longer is Darius the bad guy. They've now switched roles. He's now the good guy, I would assume. He still looks kind of maniacal and evil, and Garen kind of looks like he's still justice, but they've changed the armor to being dark and him being light, which is cool. Because obviously he was really dark with his wolf, and he had his wolf there. There's his wolf, and then Garen had his lion somewhere. I don't know where it is, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, Garen's probably using his, I mean, not Garen, I'll stick with Darius, I'll move on to Garen. Darius is probably using his W, ready to hit Garen. His pauldrons are lighting up, he's got a halo, red fiery halo over him. He's got wolf pauldrons lighting up as well. His armor being tough, really tough to obviously be connected to his original, but just being slightly different. Obviously being wolf pauldrons. He's got a lovely little bit of a cape coming on down here, a little thing going around, a belt connected. Then he's got massive armored legs to protect him from any sort of slashes to his legs. Again, going with that Demacian like pearl material on his armor. Obviously, he's got red like gems going on here, glowing with the red all matching. His helmet, he's got like Garen's helmet now. Garen had this type of helmet. And he's switched to his helmet, which is kind of cool. He's just not missing he's missing the top part. Maybe I don't know. But he does look more like Garen now. The good guy Garen, so God King Garen. Yeah, and he's prepared to slam Garen with the slam dunk, and he's also got his massive cape in the background, also ripping up with the big slice he's about to give Garen. It's like the cape starting to rip up in the background. Big red, looks really cool. He's got black armor, he's got his hands, he's carrying it, but there's not much else I can really say because there's two of them, so they put different pieces of information. That's why they blurred out the end here, so you don't look too much at it, because they want to make the selling point the main splash art of the skins, which I get. It's okay. But they kind of blurred out his blade here, but you can still pretty much make out that's his blade, and then they've kind of like dulled down things in the background a bit. That's fine. On to God King Garen. He's obviously evil now, or looks evil. He's got his lion pauldrons that have gone all demonic. He's got humongous pauldrons compared to what he had before. Maybe they're similar, but they've gone spiky and demonic. His helmet, his halo is now connected round to the back, unlike Garen. I mean, not Garen, getting mixed up now. Darius, who's got a full halo. He's got red eyes. He's got red eyes, so they're pretty much just in god form. He's got his shiny chest plate, a little heart growing out, a little red fire coming out, and then the mouths are on fire. Probably put a match in there, lit a candle, and there's a fire going and emanating from there. He does seem to be corrupted because this part of the blade's white and this part of the blade black. I don't know if that's symbolizing the corruption of him falling to the I don't know what it's not the dark side, it's some sort of like in this universe, I don't know what it is. They never made any other skins to explain it. They should though. It'd be cool to see how the like God King Tryndamere and all that. That'd be kind of cool. God King Kled would be hilarious. But yeah, obviously he's probably gonna win. He's in a massive stance, ready to strike back against Darius. Darius is pretty much ready to go like that, and he's ready to go like that and stab. So they're probably both gonna kill each other. Well, they won't because the gods. He's got his pauldrons on like magma effect on him. The cape that comes down from the pauldrons looks really nice in the background. Obviously, they blurred it a bit because the main selling focus is here. And I've just realized actually, fun little detail. It's not actually he's being corrupted. There's a reason that's white and there's a reason that's black, and I'm pretty sure because he's a legendary. They're both legendaries, by the way. During his E, he separates his blade. If you look closely, he separates them, and I don't know how he does it. He combines them again. So that's the white blade he pulls out, and that's the black one. I remember from his original God King, he always pulled out two blades and was swinging them around, which was kind of cool. And then I watched him reassemble the blade, and I still don't know how he did it. It kind of looks like a darkened blade, if I'm being honest. There's the eye, and then it'd be a dark. Maybe he is possessed by a dark, and that would probably make a lot of sense as to why he's raging. The purple emanating like a virus effect. But yeah, I don't get it. He's probably charging up his Q ready to bonk him. But yeah, that would explain the blade. So yeah, I think I've said enough for the actual skins themselves and the details on the skin. So now I want to talk about the things in the background. Obviously, they have their things, their animals, their comrades, their role models, their mascots. So he's always had the wolf, he's always had the lion. There's the lion. I don't actually have the lion on the picture, but there is a lion if you look at his God King lion. Yeah, so that would be the lion, now demonic, roaring at what seems to be Darius. And then the wolf is now demonic as well, with wings, and I guess it's its claw ready to run at it's just roaring directly at the lion, and the lion's roaring at Darius, and then Darius is roaring at him, and he's roaring. It's a massive roar battle. Gordon Ramsay just appeared in the background. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know why they have wings and why they become so demonic. It's a strange choice. This one's not really that light. They've kind of gone for that effect, but it looks more like it's also just a demonic figure because this one's kind of light and that one is kind of light. But this one's in-game, as far as I know. This one's completely dark with like, it's pretty much matching Garen. This one matches Darius, which is nice. Essentially switching the roles around. And their emotes and everything's still the same and all that, but they've just changed it. It's pretty much just one big chroma, with a slight bits of skin mesh changes and stuff like that to make the skin look slightly different, but obviously being same animations and everything. So yeah, there could actually be little guides here in the background. I can't zoom in too much, but there could be people fight. Like, I don't know how much of a battle's going on in the background, but it seems like they're just completely clashing and everything's being wiped around them and nobody's alive anymore and people being flung out of the way. It does look like people are dying here with their blades and stuff like that, but I can't tell properly because everything is obviously blurred in the background. It's kind of just the main focus here, which is perspective. They're using perspective to really highlight this, and then they highlight the background just a bit with a bit of a dust cloud effect to kind of just like show the dust rising from the battle, which is cool. And yeah, you can't really argue with that. It's a very nice splash art, though I think it'll kind of get messed up unless they kind of get the screen loaded to be perfect where you can see Darius and Garen in the same one, though that could confuse some people if that loaded up like that. But like, it is a very nice splash art when you have two champions fighting each other in the same splash art. It looks nice, because then you can be like, I like this splash art a lot. I definitely do. I like it when they do these types of things. So compared to the originals, which they were just standing around, I'm gonna compare them to the originals. So they were just alone here. I think Darius looks better, and I would say Garen. It kind of depends on what type of Garen you're going for. If you're going for a light Garen, that's your man. If you're going for a dark Garen, that's your man. But I would say Darius looks a lot better here than he does here. If you're going for like a really dark vampire, he looks like a vampire, but he's not. Oh, we can zoom in a lot. Very vampiric outfit, obviously with like a bat symbol here on the back. But yeah, I'd say I like this version of Darius a lot more. And Garen, I'm not really that bothered. It's kind of just a 50-50, really. I don't mind. It's just dark and light, really. But yeah, I'm going to rate this splash art. I think I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I like it. I like it a lot. Obviously, that's just my opinion. If you have any opinions of your own and you want to share them, let me know down below. And I wanted to mention as well that this is the last video, obviously, until 2 weeks from now when they release a new batch of skins. We'll review those splash arts, and that's how the channel works. Obviously, if you want me to make any additional content in the time from here till then, like if you want me to talk about certain types of skins that could skin lines that could go well with champions, I could talk about that. I could review some old splash arts if you want, or skin lines, and put them into like a playlist or something like that. But yeah, I also wanted to ask if if you guys like the community posts I post. I know people have been responding to them and putting loads of not messages, but voting on them, and there's been a lot of interesting things I never expected on there. Like apparently you guys like the Aatrox splash art a lot more than you like the Jace one, which surprised me. I thought people would have liked the Aatrox one a lot more. There are some people that like Jace's one, but Aatrox's one won by the majority. And especially with the T1, I think people liked T1 more than the old one, or maybe they like the old splash art from last year's one a lot more. Obviously, it's just the team's ones, but I put the vote out there. I'll do it again. I'll say, which one do you like more? Do you like the old splash arts, or do you like the new ones? So I'll make sure to post that after this video. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again soon. Yeah, bye.